Hey guys, welcome back to the weekly astrology and pick a card reading. Been away for a while, obviously, since it's been the holidays. Hope everyone's had a good Christmas and happy 2022. I had a little bit of a break, not a huge break, but a little bit of a break over Christmas for a few days and just around New Year. So it's good to be back with a weekly reading. Just a couple of things to let you know. The 2022 year ahead readings are they're all sold out, so I won't be doing any more of those. Obviously the people that have booked and are still waiting for theirs, it's coming, so but you all know how long it takes me to get those done. And the other thing is my online store is open. If you'd like to book a reading, please be aware it is usually around up to from 9 to 16 business days. Okay. And what's the other thing? Gosh, mental blank. I don't know, I can't remember now, but that's the main stuff. If it pops into my head, I'll mention it during the reading. But for this week, as normal, I'll talk about the astrology. Oh, sorry, I just remembered that was what it was. So if you haven't seen my quick video about 2022, it's on my other channel. I'll put the link below this video. I talk about the astrology and the astrological influences for 2022. If you are a Taurus, a Scorpio, a Pisces, an Aries, or if you have any of those placements prominent in your astrology chart, you will want to watch the 2022 year ahead, because there's some very key things happening this year which really shift the energy. If you've seen it, obviously you've seen it and you know what I said there, but if you haven't seen it, you'll want to know, have a heads up about it. It's a very strong year for Taurus and Pisces people, and also early born Aries up to from 0 to 8 degrees. And I talk about why in the video, but there's a lot more to it. It's not a long video, it's about 15 minutes long or so, but I just really to the point video about the general energies and what to expect. All right, so let's get into this reading for today. So the main thing this week, we've just had a new moon in Capricorn. Okay, that was on 12 degrees. This was actually yesterday. So this video is for the 3rd to the 9th of January, but I do want to mention that new moon in Capricorn because of the fact that it's influencing this week, and you know, it is significant when there's a new moon, especially if it contacts something in your chart. If you have anything around 10 to 12 degrees of Capricorn, look at the house, look at, you know, if the new moon has contacted that in some way, or especially if it's a conjunction, because this is, you know, new moon energy is always new beginnings, and it is a time when you can work on manifesting in the material realm for yourself. So Capricorn is about hard work. It's ruled by Saturn. It's about the work that you put in to create your reality. And, you know, Sagittarius, for example, is the vision that we have in our mind and where the plans start. But Capricorn's where we actually get the work done and implement it into our reality. So, you know, it's a good time to work on plans or writing down goals. That's very Capricorn energy and very Saturn energy with the new moon. And also to look at things like your money, your relationships. The reason I say relationships because Venus is retrograde in Capricorn as well. And the practical aspects of your life, and, you know, how things are actually working for you, and, you know, having some plans or strategies in place for this year in regards to what you want to achieve or what your ambitions are, which are key Capricorn words. And as I said, looking into the actual work and actions you need to take. All right, so that's a strong energy here. Now, as I mentioned, we are in the Venus retrograde period. Venus will be retrograde from the beginning of January through to the end of January. So that's an influence obviously at this time. And what to expect with the Venus retrograde, it goes through Capricorn, and it goes from 20 degrees of Capricorn retrograding back to 11, where it then goes direct. So this energy is having us internally reevaluate our relationships, because it's Venus. Venus is about relationships, but also finances. And it can be things like shared finances in a relationship, shared resources, shared, you know, if you share things like how you work your money in a relationship, things like that. It's also getting us to look at the reality of relationships. Like, is this relationship stable enough? Is this relationship grounded enough? Is it workable? Does it work for me? Does it work for both parties? And work doesn't necessarily mean just in the material sense. It's literally in the sense of what you need to thrive, okay? So, you know, with Capricorn energy, it's not just about accumulating resources for the sake of it. These resources have a function. And so that's what you're looking at with the Venus retrograde in your relationships and in your financial material business related side of things also. So during the retrograde, this is a reevaluation. Always think reevaluation or rethinking, and you will be able to really perceive things a bit more clearly when it comes to relationships especially, or your spending of money as well in this Venus retrograde time. So really till the end of January, you're seeing things more likely with more reality to them and less kind of glossing over, okay? So there is that. And now we have, this started the very end of December, but it's something I talk about in the year ahead reading as well on my other channel. Jupiter is now in Pisces. So this week, Jupiter will go from 0 to 2 degrees of Pisces. So if you're a Pisces born at the very, very beginning of the sign of Pisces, from 0 to 2 degrees, this is a very powerful week for you, of very deep spiritual transitions, deep change, realizations, insights, turning points that really affect you on the deepest level of your being. And it is a transformational time. It's a time of trusting and being open to the flow of your life. The other thing that we have is, let me see, Jupiter. Oh yeah, so the Jupiter being in Pisces, that's a positive influence also for any early born Scorpios or very early born Cancerians. And I mean people born literally in the first 0 to 2 degrees of those signs. So you'll benefit this week, those signs. The other thing is from the 6th, we have Venus in Capricorn making a sextile with Neptune in Pisces. This really just lasts for around that day of the 6th of January. So what I want to say about that day is you might feel kind of swept up in like romance or carried away with spending on that day. There's a bit of illusory kind of energy, or there could be a bit of romantic energy or something that kind of gets you swept up in a bit of escapism. It's Venus retrograde, so just something to be a bit wary of. So if you have an experience that feels ultra heightened, be careful of getting sucked into that experience, you know, more so down the track, because it may not be all that it seems. All right, so those are the main things that I really just wanted to mention. Oh, sorry, there was one other thing I almost forgot. How could I forget? Mercury is going into Aquarius from today. So Mercury is exalted in the sign of Aquarius, right? So what does that mean? That just means that it is in its best placement for Mercury. So this is a very good time to get mental clarity on things. It's a good time to connect with your guides, connect with higher messages, trusting the messages that you're receiving from Spirit. And it's also a good time to communicate clearly, okay? Because you will get more clarity at this time with Mercury in Aquarius. It does also favor like energy connected to the collective, so tuning into what's happening in the collective and in the future. So you might be able to, if you're someone who is sensitive and in tune, you might be able to feel more connected with the bigger picture of things as we have Mercury going into Aquarius from this week. And also it can be very creative energy as well, where your mind is more creative, you're getting creative ideas, or you're feeling in tune with higher energies, higher frequencies, or bigger picture themes, so that your mind might be on, you know, less personal matters and more kind of group ideas, or caring for humanity or humanitarian concerns as well, very strongly with the Mercury going into Aquarius. So pay attention to your ideas while Mercury is in Aquarius, because usually these ideas are very blessed ideas, or they're ideas that can help you in your future. All right, so this week I'm going to do the earth signs first, then air, then water and fire. The timestamps will be below the video. I'm going to have a sip of water before I start looking at the cards. So I've got the Black Moon Astrology cards here. I've got the Sacred Traveler Oracle, and I've got the Lisa Parker Familiars Tarot, which is like the animal based tarot cards, and I've got the Astro Dice as usual. So let's get into it for the earth signs. So obviously this is for Taurus, Virgo and Capricorn for this week. What are the energies around the earth signs this week? This one's popping out. Don't you love it? You can't make this stuff up. Earth element stability. So the earth signs have the earth element. Love it. So the number here is 38, which is 11. Okay. So 11 is a master number. So there could be something that you are trying to master this week, earth signs, to do with, you know, it could be like self-mastery. It could be being in control of your reality, feeling like you need to be in control of your reality, and stabilizing your reality, grounding it. This is about getting grounded as well. So, you know, I often talk about grounding because it's important. Earthing yourself, getting grounded, connecting with the earth through meditation or through actually spending time in nature, which is more powerful than people realize. When you get out in nature, you know, you just connect with the earth in whatever way feels right for you, natural for you, whether it's putting your feet on the grass or just sitting by the water or whatever it is. It just helps you feel back to center and gets you out of your head. And it is going to be a bit of a heady time with Mercury going to Aquarius. Especially for Taurus, it might be a bit jagged energy because it does square the Taurus energy. It's not too bad for Virgo or Capricorns though. But this week you do want to get grounded with this energy. That is the message here. Okay, let's look at the Sacred Traveler Oracle for the Earth signs. Oh, jumping up. Oh God, this is unbelievable. I literally just said that. Okay, this is a very strong message, and as I'm a Taurus, I'm going to be getting outside and getting grounded. I mean, I always go for walks like pretty much daily. I have to, because of the work I do. I need to get grounded every day. But look at her. She's literally sitting by the water, like I said a few minutes ago. That's unbelievable that came out of the deck. Like, that's the only card in this whole deck that says grounding. I love the synchronicity. Thank you, Spirit, for that. That was amazing. Okay, so grounding, stability. You want to feel grounded this week, Earth signs, and you need to feel grounded. So do what you have to do to make that happen so that you can feel at peace in yourself, calm and centered. Interesting, you guys have the Ten of Wands. So yeah, the Ten of Wands is a card of hard work. Okay, so there might be some hard work around you. You might be very much in a routine or straight back to work like me. Like, you've had a few days to rest and recover, you know, the holidays and everything, and you're just like, okay, it's time to get back to work. And I know a lot of people going back to work this week, like people that work in offices and stuff like that, are getting back into the routine. So yeah, there's hard work for the Earth signs, it looks like. So no rest for the wicked, apparently, with the Ten of Wands coming up for the Earth signs. It's hard work. It's stuff that you've got to get done, and it's unavoidable by the looks of it. But being grounded and spending time in nature is going to help you feel more at peace. What else we've got? The South Node, karmic energy, karmic debts with the South Node in the 8th house, and Leo. Okay, interesting. So I don't know if you can see that. Sometimes I hold them up to the camera. So we have the 8th house and the South Node here. The South Node is about past karmic debts, but you know, sometimes it's not a negative thing. It can actually be rewards coming to you. The 8th house is money coming from someone else or somewhere else, whether it's tax refunds, loans, reimbursements, refunds, you know, things like that. Extra money could be coming in for your Earth signs potentially. It can also be to do with karmic intimate partner potential issues or connection, because we have Leo, which is the heart, and it's romance as well. So there could be something with the Earth signs where there's a karmic person in your life. It could be a Leo, or it could be someone who has 8th house energy, like strong Pluto or Scorpio energy, where there's quite a strong pull, but there's a karmic energy here of unfinished business going on. For others of you, it's to do with financial stuff, something coming back to you, some money that's owed to you, or receiving something unexpected. Could be something to do with other 8th house issues, like intimacy, like, you know, going through what feels like a transformation or a deep change in your life, because the 8th house is a house of endings and new beginnings. So it could be that. What else? 8th house is also, yeah, as I said, transformation, but also facing your fears. It's a very deep psychological house. You know, it's where we go into the darker parts of our psyche to sort of dig out, you know, the root of what's going on in our lives. And you know, if we find ourselves in a situation that we're trying to understand, the 8th house asks us to go deep within. And also the Leo can be about tuning into your heart as well, like what you really want. What is your heart's truth saying? Interesting messages for the Earth signs. Very synchronous as well. I just love that. Okay, so next, air signs. And the air signs, of course, are Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius. All right, what are the messages this week? This one flipped over. It's Venus, love. Okay, so interesting. For the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, we have love on the brain. 4th house, or 4. In astrology, the 4th house is home. It could be that, you know, you're loving the vibe of your home. You could be, you know, making your home more beautiful with Venus energy. Venus vibes in the home. Another card. Oh wow, beautiful. Infinite abundance. Abundance is pouring into your life. This should be a good week for you guys, for the air signs financially. There's potential to attract more abundance, more energy that's positive in your life. And, you know, you could get extra work, you could get extra income this week. You could find that there's just good things coming your way this week. There's good energy around you, and I'm getting, you know, this energy of getting what you want. So obviously it's not going to be for every single air sign, but there's this energy here of attracting what you want this week. There's a flow going on around you. It's pretty cool. I like this energy a lot. Okay, and what do we have here? The Tower. How very unexpected. Okay, so even though you're attracting what you want, you might be on a manifestation streak. There could be something unexpected also, that some kind of unexpected development with the Tower here. Look at the owl just coming out of the midnight lightning with the pentacles and the scroll. There's something here that's happening this week for the air signs that's bringing in some wisdom, okay, through a lesson. So it might seem a bit shocking or a bit, yeah, definitely unexpected. Look, it's not going to be for everyone. These are general readings, so take it with a grain of salt, but look out for something unexpected. You know, it could be an unexpected argument with someone, but then some kind of realization, or I do want to say, if you are having an issue with someone this week, I feel like it will get smoothed over because you have a lot of good energy here. Let's see what else. There could be some unexpected news. 4 comes up again. Look at that. 4 and 4. That's crazy. I absolutely love, that's why I love my work. I love the synchronicity and how the messages are so just connected. It's so beautiful. Okay, so Jupiter, interesting. So we have Jupiter in 4th house, which is actually exalted. Jupiter in Cancer, similar, Jupiter 4th house. There's something very lucky with home life at the moment for you, or there's blessings to do with your home life. You've been blessed in some way. You might have, you know, good company over, or you might have something very positive going on with your home. And Aquarius, which rules friendship, groups. Mercury is in Aquarius, which is exalted. We have a lot of exaltation energy here, which is the best placements in the astrology, which means for the air signs this week, there is something lucky, there's something blessed. You're feeling blessed, you're feeling connected, you're having a good week. That's what I want to say. So really nice energy there for the air signs. Wow. Okay, let's check the camera's still going. Yeah, it's all good. All right, now we've got the water signs. So let's see what's happening for the lovely Cancerians, Pisces, and secretive Scorpio. All right, this one, yeah. Ooh, Sun, Spirit. Okay, that's a good card. I like that. That's very energizing energy. The Sun rules Leo and is exalted in Aries, so you might be dealing with energies related to love, passion, personal focus, what you want to achieve. It is a 1, which is the Aries energy, 1st house in astrology, which is about your direction, where you want to head next in your life. And yet it's saying to you, stay in the flow. Everything is smooth sailing. Really nice energies. Okay, so that's very interesting because the Sun is very, you know, the Sun's a very positive energy. It's a positive influence. If we're talking about Leo and Aries, they're well placed in being, the Sun being in those signs is well placed. So it gives extra sort of blessings. And it's saying to you, you can manifest very well this week, but make sure that you're being in the flow. You're not trying to force things or be too bossy or too controlling, whether it's with your own life or with others, because you're feeling quite strong-willed and strong-minded this week, water signs. I'm feeling more the Scorpios as I'm saying that. This is kind of got a Martian energy, and Mars is a co-ruler of Scorpio. So, but just in general, don't try to force things, water signs, this week. Go with the flow. This is the Page of Wands. So this is about a new beginning, feeling passionate, which relates to this. So you might be feeling very like, I've got to make a change. I need to do something. I want to do something. I'm feeling really drawn to this situation, that person, this path, whatever it is. And you really want to go for it. This is kind of like an enthusiasm and excitement. Okay, it can be feeling excited about another person. It could be or about a path that you're on. But it is saying to you, you've got a lot of vital energy around you. You're feeling a bit revved up. But make sure you're just going with the flow as well. You're not sort of trying to be too pushy. Okay. Leo just keeps coming up for everybody. The 2nd house, which is the Taurus house of values. So what do you value in your heart? That's what it's asking you this week. And it's funny because Leo came up with this card. It comes up again. So very strong heart-centered energy. It's asking you to tap into your heart, the flow of your emotional truth, your heart's truth. And also check in with your values with the 2nd house. There could be some bonuses with finances as well this week. and the North Node, so that's pretty good. The North Node shows there is a destiny around you this week, and trust in the flow of events. It's quite a strong message. All right, and lastly, the fire signs. All right, so fire signs: Aries, Leo, Sag. Aries, Leo, Sag. What are the messages this week? Ooh, Pisces comes up for Aries, Leo, Sag. Your spiritual life, your creative life, and creativity. I'm getting singing for someone, so I don't know if there's a fire sign out there that loves to sing, but I'm just picking up on wanting to sing. I can feel it, like it's making me want to sing. I won't, but I'm feeling that vibe. And this one just jumping out. Ooh, how interesting. Faraway places, get ready for new horizons. This is very interesting. So, you know, Aries in particular may be thinking of travel, because I say that because Jupiter will be going into Aries after May 11th this year. It will go up to 8 degrees of Aries. So Aries may be thinking of travel with this, I'm getting, and these two cards, like Pisces is about travel and escape and getting away, whether it's to a different location or just, you know, mentally and spiritually getting away. But this is also kind of backing that up with the travel vibe here. So there may be some fire signs that are thinking of what you're manifesting in terms of either travel or relocation, or wanting to move, Pisces is about your dream, you know, your dreams, you're fulfilling your dreams. And with Jupiter in that sign in Pisces as well this year, for the fire signs, this could be activating your dreams, your visions. Interesting, Three of Pentacles is asking you to work on your dreams. Don't just get stuck in the vision or the envisioning, but you do the practical side of it, saving money, you know, working on the goals, working on, you know, I'm getting that saying like chance favors the prepared mind. So like, yes, it's one thing to work on things spiritually and the vision, but this is talking about getting your ducks in a row for something that you want to plan in the future. And it may not be travel for some of you, it might be something else. You know, you might want to create something new, or start a new path, or do something that's different. Let's have a look what the Astro dice say. The candle just went out, if you saw that smoke, wondering what that was. Pluto, Virgo in the 3rd house. Geez, your mind's in a deep place this week, fire signs. With the Pluto, Virgo 3rd house, you might be feeling very analytical or a bit prone to worrying this week with these energies here. Could be deep communications with a sibling, or something serious connected to a sibling for some. There could be something to do with deep communications, or looking at helping someone around you that's going through a hard time, like a neighbor, a relative, someone in your community, or something to do with the community going on that's sort of affecting your mind. But watch out for over worrying and over analyzing negative things. That's what I'm getting, so just be aware of that. All right, guys, so that was the reading for this week. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you next week. Bye.